Hey peeps, Erin Zimwaria here. I know I have my generator thing to do, but this post came up on a friend of mine's feed who posts a lot of memes. And, sometimes we read this bullshit. A person with nothing will help you faster than a person with everything. Who the fuck are you hanging out with? And how are you thinking about them? And I think this is such an excellent meme to show people's attitudes and how they create density around things. See, I come from super poor, base back when I was a kid. Carpet was threadbare, toilet was a tin can with a toilet seat on it, outdoors, which when you're a 4-year-old kid is fucking scary and full of wetters and hoo-hoos and all that sort of stuff. And I had a great life. And yes, there were, some of the most beautiful people were definitely some really poor people. But, we lived in a pretty humble neighborhood, and the people next door to us had the biggest house on the street, and I was often babysat for free by them. The woman who owned that house often gave us gifts, and it was a neighborhood where everybody helped everyone, actually. It was the frequency of the neighborhood. It was also a very gossipy neighborhood, and people tried to stick their noses into everyone's business and stuff like that. But this idea that the rich won't help you, not my experience. I treat people as I find them, and I have found that some of the poorest people I know can be some of the most generous. Yes, I've also found some of the richest people I know can be the most generous. Some of the people talked about the worst in the newspaper because they are wealthy, property developers, etc., are some of the kindest people to me in my life who will do the simplest things for you and the biggest things for you. And here's the thing. If someone has nothing to do because they have nothing, unemployed, etc., of course they're going to help you. They're probably going to get something out of that, and they got nothing better to do. And it's not to devalue the fact that they help you generously with their time, but their time is not as valuable to them because they have so much of it. People who spend all day creating, working, trying to improve the world around them, trying to be creative, those people, when they help you, there's an abundance to those people. Whether they have lots of money or not, they have lots of creativity. And to me, that's someone with something. That's someone with everything. Creativity is the only thing that's worth anything in this world anyway. A property developer is incredibly creative. An artist is incredibly creative. Someone who builds a family in a house is incredibly creative. Someone who builds a business, builds a family, builds a community all at the same time. And I have clients who do that, and they will help me with anything if I ask. Sometimes if I don't ask. I definitely have people who would give me the shirt off their back who only have enough shirt for themselves. That's true, right? But I also can tell you that I have plenty of people in my world who would give me the shirt off their back if that's all that they had, who are incredibly abundant. I also have had friends who've had real issues with rich people, and they want to make money. They want to get money. And the thing is that we create a lot of density around money. It's one of our, your 3 top ones are relationship, religion, or spirituality, religion, and money. These are the areas where we're incredibly dense, and we create a lot of rigidity and restriction of flow. And one of the ways I've seen people who come from my kind of background create density around this, especially when they still don't have money, is they hate the rich. They really hate them, and they say stupid shit like, people who have everything won't help you. Not my experience. So who are you hanging out with? Pick and choose people wisely. It doesn't matter whether they have lots in your eyes or not. And also, people view abundance in funny ways. If I see someone who has poor health and all the money in the world and is in a miserly way grabbing for all that cash, they're not my kind of people. Most of the people I hang out with who are incredibly abundant in all ways, often their health is the issue that they need more help with. That's how I meet them. They will give you anything. They will help you in any way that they can. And if you are stuck and you ask, they will definitely do their best. I would encourage them to do their best according to what feels correct for them. I have people who have treated me like family who are some of the richest people in Wellington, etc. who have really, during COVID, when I couldn't work in the capacity that I had because I did not want to get vaccinated, they helped me then. They would help me now, So bullshit. I just call bullshit. If you think that that's true, this is an invitation to look at yourself and how you approach the world. Because the truth is, the world around you is the world you have created, not the world that is true to you. And your subjective opinion is the world your subjective opinion is what is creating the world around you. So if you think rich people won't help you, you're full of shit. Honestly, it's your subjective opinion that's coloring that flavor, and it is not the truth at all. Because I can find you plenty of people who would say the opposite. Anyway, I just wanted to call bullshit on that one because it kind of was a post where I'm like, don't do that to yourself. And certainly don't devalue human beings just because they have. That's a real shitty thing to do too. A lot of the people I know who they came from nothing, they made themselves and they're happy to help. And there are other people out there who feel really, really guilty that they came from wealth. And they're also happy to help, partly out of their own guilt, and partly because they realize that not everybody has. Not everybody is out of touch just because they have money. It's just, don't do that to people, eh? Anyway, have a great day. Erin Zen Warrior signing out. Please subscribe, follow, or whatever the system is. And I'll see you on the upside.